at least he took a shot against Osborne's Gypsy, where he was sitting. He about had to make a move to try to get a check floated up there. She did tire, but the start before, she was second to Osborne's Gypsy as well. Certainly a quality filly for Ron Potter, who's had a big day so far.
Oh, yeah, this is a nice filly, to say the least, in limited action. And I think she'll end her season today with a big win here in the Breeders' Championship. All these are glad they drew away from Osborne's Gypsy. Really kind of opens things up a little bit.
This by far looks like a softer field.
Horses are on the track and parading the post. A 14th race, Ohio Breeders' Championship 2-year-old filly pace, $34,849, sponsored by Columbus Serum. Number 1, Sam's Lil Kim. Mark Winters and Ronald Glover of Ohio. Mark Winters trains and drives the 1, Sam's Lil Kim. Number 2 is Cmon Towners Jazz. Jay Summers of Pickerington, Jay Rhodes Jr., Circleville, and others. Darnell Neff trains. Mike Wilder, the 2. Cmon Towners Jazz. Number 3, Pamela Lou. Winnie Lou Stables and S.W. Powers and J.A. Davis of Xenia, Ohio. Brandon Duquette trains. Randy Tharps drives the 3, Pamela Lou. Number 4 is Hot Shot, Shula Baloo. Jamie Buer, James Mullinox of Wauseon, Ohio. Jim Mullinox trains. Kane Kaufman, the 4. Hot Shot, Shula Baloo. Number 5, Miss Dreamboat. H.A. Taylor, Penn Valley, A.N. Basin, Las Vegas, Nevada. Mickey Burt trains. Dave Pallone, the 5. Miss Dreamboat. Number 6 is It's Sunday, Sunday. Kathy Ratliff and Jerry Zazelle of Ohio. Jim Daly trains and drives the 6. It's Sunday, Sunday. Number 7 is I'm a Fast One. D.M. Miller, D.V. LaCastro, Pennsylvania and others. Virgil Morgan Jr. trains. Greg Grismore, the 7. I'm a Fast One. Number 8, Blue Horizon. David Kelly of Bucyrus, Ohio. Dale Edwards trains. Jeff Neisanger drives the 8, Blue Horizon. Number 9, Fun Time Filly. FTF of Johnstown, Ohio. Ron Potter trains. Brett Miller drives the 9, Fun Time Filly. Win, place, show, perfecta, trifecta, superfecta. First half, the late double. Note in the 15th, number 5, Sam's Magic Trick. The driver, Mark Winters. He'll go to the gate in about 1 minute.
Well, let's start with number 9, Fun Time Filly, who looks like the Philly standout in here despite that second-tier post position. Brett Miller going for his 6th win of the day. This one arguably second best to Osborne's Gypsy throughout the season here.
Yeah, she had some very nice outings earlier in the year. Did have to scratch sick in early August. Did bounce back off of that with a win and a place, though. Basically, when she hasn't raced against Osborne's Gypsy, she's pretty much won. So
that way she looks good on the track, too, does she not?
She certainly does, and I see Brett basically probably quarter pole moving to the front from post 9. You never want to, like Greg Grismore said, when you're the best, you want to be on the front and control the pace.
And she's the filly everybody will be watching to follow, including Greg Grismore with number 7, I'm a Fast One. Didn't make any moves in that Sire Stakes final, but she was good enough to get there. Had chased Memphis Glow in a couple of spots, and that one good second earlier to Osborne's Gypsy. I'm a Fast One, post 7, Virgil Morgan with Grismore aboard.
Also tells you something in here for Brett to pick off of Virgil's horse.
Right.
He must really like Fun Time Filly, because Brett's pretty much almost like his contract driver.
Not a bad guy to drive on a regular basis for either. Number 6, It's Sunday, Sunday, a Nobleland Sam filly. Jim Daly is the trainer and driver. This one with some Sire Stakes experience, picked up some checks, winless on the season, but has kept pretty good company and paced some pretty good miles.
There for a piece of it, but 0 for 11 really makes it that much tougher to compete against the likes of like Fun Time Filly and even for that matter the 1, Sam's Lil Kim.
Number 5, Miss Dreamboat, Dave Pallone for Mickey Burke. This one has a lot of gate speed. Actually raced against Osborne's Gypsy earlier this year at Scioto, but the problem for me, her last 2 starts, she is tired badly in both of those efforts after showing speed, getting down to the half both times in 56 and 56 and change, and not finishing her mile real well.
That's a weird line last time at Scioto, up by 14 at the half. loses by 13 at the finish. You don't like to see that very often.
The problem, I think, once you do that to a young horse, once you send them down the road, some can handle it, some can't. And I think this is a case of I can't do it.
No, Ellie, you and I never have to get in trouble. All we have to do is dangle the bait, and
Exactly.
Dave will jump up. And he's the one people are mad at. I can't believe Dave Bianconi said that about my horse. Here's number 1, Sam's Little Kim, picked up a 4th place check, as we mentioned, in the Sire Stakes final. Mark Winters trains and drives, also one of the co-owners, and he has some cash to spend at the yearling sale coming up because she's made $35,000.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Mark Winters, not exactly a household name outside of Ohio, but every year he cranks out a few stakes horses that do well, including this one.
Sam's Little Kim, a daughter of Noble Land Sam, still going strong here in the Buckeye State. What a stallion he's been.
Pretty
Yeah,
amazing.
He's been rock solid for
Yep.
like well over a decade.
It's unreal. So who's the standout pacing stallion right now? Is there anyone?
Boy, it's wide open. It really
Yeah.
is now. As you know, if you look through these Breeders' Championship, there's the old guard like Noble Land Sam and Towner's Big Guy, and then there's a lot of new ones.
On the attacks, look
Right.
pretty good.
Precious Bunny's here now, and the Sadie's Dreamboat has quite a few racing.
Half, the late double, late scratch. Number 8, John Deere, judges scratch. Scratch number 8, John Deere, judges scratch in the 15th.
Dave will be reconfiguring his 15th race superfecta ticket after John Deere was a late scratch there, as you heard Roger mentioned. I'll tell you what, among the trotters, there's a lot of good young stallions too. Gates rolling, 14th race, ready to do battle.
Ohio Breeders' Championship, 2-year-old filly pacers in behind the gate. The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. Off and pacing, going for the lead. That's Pamela Lou, middle of the track. Inside, Sam's Little Kim. Up on the outside, 3 wide. Miss Dreamboat into the turn 4th. Fun Time Filly racing 5th between horses. I'm a Fast One. Racing 6th, Cmon Towners Jazz. 7th is Hot Shot Hullabaloo. Going to the first quarter mark. It's Sunday, and treading the field. That's Blue Horizon. Opening quarter in 27-3. Into the turn, going to the 3/8 marker on top of the field. Sam's Little Kim and Mark Winters show the way. Fun Time Filly sits the pocket trip for Brett Miller. 3rd is I'm a Fast One for Greg Grismore. Cmon Towners Jazz racing 4th. Hung on the outside. Miss Dreamboat going the long mile. Pulling the pocket. Here comes Brett Miller and Fun Time Filly on the outside. Halfway home, 57-1, 29-3. Second quarter to the backside. Sam's Little Kim with the lead. Fun Time Filly on the outside second. I Am a Fast One racing 3rd. Outside Miss Dreamboat 4th. Cmon Towners Jazz boxed in 5th. Now we're looking for some daylight for Mike Wilder. Up on the outside, Hot Shot Hullabaloo going to the 3-quarter mark. The battle continues. 3 quarters, 126, 28-4. 3rd quarter around the final turn. Sam's Little Kim on the inside. Fun Time Filly on the outside 2nd. Racing 3rd. I'm a Fast One. 3 wide. Here comes Mike Wilder and Cmon Towners Jazz. Down the stretch they come. Sam's Little Kim on the outside, closing with pace. Cmon Towners Jazz. Inside Sam's Little Kim. Cmon Towners Jazz.
So it's Mike Wilder with number 2, Cmon Towners Jazz, taking advantage of the pace battle up front and slingshotting past to pick up the win there as Sam's Little Kim parked out Fun Time Filly. They went in toe-to-toe. Fun Time Filly had a problem with her bridle. I don't know if it was part of a cheek roll or what it was that was flopping off to the side there, but she was first over, just could not get by Sam's Little Kim, who holds on for 2nd there, and it was a photo for show. So Mike Wilder, right place, right time, once again.
Right price, too. Big long shot is the 2, Cmon Towners Jazz, putting together back-to-back wins. This one by far the biggest of her career for trainer Arnold Neff. And we've mentioned, this is the division you wanted to be in to get away from the Sire Stakes champion. And certainly Cmon Towners Jazz taking full advantage, winning it for Wilder at 25-1.
I think that looks like a Murphy blind flopping, Sam.
Could be. I couldn't really tell. It's on the right side of the bridle of Fun Time Philly.
That's what it looked like. We'll get a shot here. Yep. That's a Murphy.
Inquiry.
Possible violation of the breaking rule. Number 5, Miss Dreamboat. Hold on to all mutual tickets. Results are posted official.
Miss Dreamboat broke going to the backstretch the first time. Grismore was shut off there with I'm a Fast One. No passing lane here at Delaware. Couldn't squeeze through at the rail. So we've got 2-1-9-5.
With an inquiry on the 5, I think, right?
Yep, and with Superfecta and number 5, Miss Dreamboat, finishing 4th. That number blinking on the tote board. So the 9 Fun Time Philly is 3rd. Inquiry on the 4th place finisher, number 5, Miss Dreamboat, who broke early. Hard to come up with this one, Dave.
No, and
it was.
And we talked about this every year in the Breeders' Championship. Some of these horses are burned out by the end of the year. Some of the favorites, and you get a couple fair horses that sneak in.
Well, she did come a big last quarter at McConnellsville, plus got the right trip scenario, too, with Sam's Little Kim and Fun Time Philly slugging it out, and I'm a Fast One locked in.
Cmon Towners Jazz. Jay Summers, Jay Rose Jr. and others. Arnold Neff, the trainer. Mike Waters' 2nd win on today's card. 2-year-old Philip Towners, big guy to come on two-step 2. Lifetime mark, 157. Final half, 59-4. And for Cmon Towners Jazz, 2 in a row in Ohio.
I like that. I love when Roger says that.
2 in a row in Ohio.
We had a 7 in a row in Ohio early.
Well, when I pulled in the fairgrounds today, I got out of my car and the first voice I heard was Rogers over the loudspeaker telling the horseman to take the back route around the log cabin. I said, yes, I'm at the right place.
That's when you know you're in Delaware, Ohio.
Part of the tradition of the Little Brown Jug.